So whether you have playback issues with particular discs or you just picked up a used lot of Blu-rays to rip, washing your discs instead of just a dry wipe, it could be the fix that you're looking for. I am in the process of ripping all of my Blu-rays to my Jellyfin server, and even though some of the discs look clean, I'm having problems either ripping them or watching them on our physical media player. So let's take our latest batch of Blu-rays, go wash them, and then we'll start ripping.
All right, for a quick video tonight, we're gonna wash our Blu-rays that we just got in. I don't like taking a microfiber cloth to a lot of the discs beforehand on some of these used Blu-rays because I don't want to take the chance of scratching in certain debris that maybe is on the discs themselves.
All right, well, here's an interesting, so I don't know if you guys can see that. You see kind of that splatter mark? It's kind of hard right up in there. I'm reluctant to get a microfiber cloth to wipe that just in case. So I'm going to give that a bath also. I'm going to wait to wipe any of these until after I give them a bath.
We'll start with the first one that we got in, Airplane on Steelbook. And if you watch the last video on the unboxing, there was really only one disc that we had here that I was like really concerned about. So what we're going to do is just take a little bit of dish soap and straight lines from the center to the outside. Give it a good rinse. What this is going to do is basically get off not only any harder debris, the smaller, harder debris that could be on there that may end up scratching that top layer, but all the oils from various fingerprints. Might be some things there that would prevent the laser from reading. Good thing with the discs themselves, they don't hold on to much water here, so it's not going to be like a big wet issue on it. And so also important to when you wipe the discs, when they're flat on the microfiber cloth, that we wipe, I don't want to touch anything, but we wipe from the center to the outside. And really what we're doing is just getting all the water droplets off. So that's going to be as clean as you can get it. I say that, there's a few areas that I am most nervous about. That one disc, I don't remember which one it was. So that's nice and clean. Put that back in the case. I'm gonna leave the case kind of open for now just to air dry whatever moisture is still in there. This one here is gonna be Prometheus. We're gonna do the Blu-ray copy. And I may actually start ripping these tonight simply because I want to get the guy his review or his feedback. And actually, I like to put it under the water first before I start rubbing. I started rubbing there, I just caught myself. Again, if there was any small hard debris that was on the disc, if I just start rubbing, I could potentially scratch that top coating. So if you rinse it first, you're going to get most of that debris off, and then really the only thing that's left is going to be fingerprints, if they're still on there, any kind of oil from your hands, and taking precaution to wipe in a straight line from the center to the outside. Prometheus is now clean as it's going to get. Next one's going to be, next one is going to be Tombstone. Tombstone looks really good. Yeah, most of the discs that I saw when I opened them, they look like they could be new. Or at least the person that had them before me could just be really good at taking care of them. Okay, say about 50% of the movies that I'm going out to try to get are probably movies that I already own on DVD. I think we're kind of at a really good time too, because with Blu-ray technology being replaced by 4K already, you're getting that heavy discount on Blu-ray, but the improvement from Blu-ray to 4K, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure on some of these movies and some of these discs, especially with the HDR, The movies look fantastic. But for essentially the bang for the buck of getting a Blu-ray copy for $3-4 possibly is such a good value, and then to rip it and you're getting a high quality version of the movie that you love. That one's there, Aliens. So Aliens, I believe, was the one that had that funky little, you can see right by my finger, I don't know if you guys can tell, right by my finger, it's gonna be hard to see without the reflection. Certain light has got an area there that looks kind of troubling for me, but we just don't know. We'll have to see if the drive on the Mac Studio, if it can read it, and then a whole nother thing is, can the Blu-ray player, and all we have is an Xbox. Then we have an Xbox X and an Xbox S, if they can read it. Now, my main purpose in all of this, especially with the physical movie collection, is to procure getting the Blu-rays to where we can rip them. If I can't get it to rip, I'll still have to figure out a way to get a hold of that movie, even if my Xbox can still read it. Can I still see? Boy, I think that took care of it. That might have been just a superficial smudge, because that looks really good. Here's the one I'm super excited about, Inglourious Bastards. That disc looks brand new. I mean, not one smudge, fingerprint. Really only one dust flake on it. I also like giving my records a bath. I've got a record washer. Your vinyl records actually do benefit quite a bit from washing, just in the sound quality alone, getting rid of a lot of the static sometimes, but also in the case of a lot of the small pieces of dust and lint that gets in the track that creates some of the static pops that you'll hear. All right. Clean. Amadeus. Yeah, this one here also, so this is the other disc that we had. I was a little concerned about. You see where my finger is, there's some splatter. I don't know if you guys can see that. A little bit of splatter that I'm hoping that some soap and water will be able to get off. I know I've watched the movie. I don't remember much about it. And it had to have been on its first run back in the 80s when I saw it. So this is definitely a movie that needs to be rewatched. Just thinking about all the money spent on the DVDs that I have downstairs. I've got probably over 1,000 DVDs. 1,000 DVDs at ballpark $20 a copy. What's the math on that? Whatever the math is on that. Versus getting in on Blu-ray at the end. You're getting each one really between $3-4. You might overpay on a few. Some of the bigger ones, maybe a little more expensive. But on the used ones, you're looking around probably $2 to $4. Well, that cleaned up real well too. Just the value, again, of getting into Blu-ray right now. And watching these on our 4K, our 82-inch 4K TV, where the TV is doing the upscaling, and I'm telling you, this stuff looks great. No matter what we end up getting to as far as, you know, right now it's 4K, which I say is pretty much the max of the quality resolution that you're going to get out of movies and watching on TVs. You know, you'll have some 8K TVs coming down the road, but you're getting to the point to where the return on investment, you're really not going to see much of a difference. Certainly not at the point to where you were prior to DVDs, going from VHS copies to DVDs. That was a huge jump. And then going from DVDs to Blu-ray. I know there's going to be some 4Ks out there that are going to look absolutely incredible. Again, with the HDR, yeah, that one's pristine. That looks really good. 4Ks for me are going to be a situation where it has to come with the standard Blu-ray so that I can rip them. I know that there's setups to where you can rip the 4K, but to me, it's just not worth it. The storage space, making the file sizes small enough to where you can stream it wherever. And I know that's all going to get better in time too. Hard drive space is going to get cheaper, more bandwidth to stream. I think if you're ending at Blu-ray for technology for movies, I think you're going to be fine. There. So Arrival is done. We got one more to go. This one's I Am Legend. Not a Will Smith guy, but he did a great job in this movie. And it was definitely one that I wanted to make sure to get my hands on. Anytime I had the opportunity to watch it just on TV when it was streaming on whatever platform we have, there's always one to where I would stop and watch it. Just a fun movie. Okay. Last wipe down, and then we'll go downstairs and we'll start the ripping process, and hopefully won't have any issue. So prior to getting this set of 9 movies, I think I had about 31, 32 movies in my Jellyfin server. What's the end goal with the server? I don't know. Definitely to get all of my 5-star and 4-star movies so that we always have access to watching the movies that we want. I Am Legend is done. So that is my bathing procedure, which I try to do with most of my used ones before we try to rip them, so we get the cleanest rip possible. Have any questions? Let me know in the comments. If you guys do baths for your Blu-ray or your physical media, DVDs, 4Ks, let me know that also. We'll see you guys in the next one.